And in any event, what does that have to do with this witness? Whether they were there or they were not there,
but
what does that have to do with this witness?
Some of us didn't understand the evidence given by Pinky Fellingham.
Maybe.
Pinky Fellingham, when he was giving evidence, cell phone evidence, he used to mention that this number got in touch with this number at such and such an age, at such and such a time, and the poll which was registered is this and this poll. Is that not what was happening?
But what does that have to do with this witness?
No, I just want to...
What does that have to do with this witness?
You don't have to argue with me.
No, the court has allowed the state to
don't argue with me.
Number of occasions.
Don't argue with me.
I'm not arguing with
what are you doing?
I'm not arguing
the other day you pointed me like this.
No, I am saying
that on a number
of occasions this court has allowed
pointed
the
me
state
like this.
That was not my question. You just said a sermon, our Father who art in heaven, and you said it in Latin, brilliant. My question is simply that you said yesterday that Lieutenant Ruo did not tell you or did not bring it to your attention who did he or she get this document from, not so. I'm just recapping on what happened yesterday, not so.
Yay, tada, we are back. I'm going to play a video that's got 3 parts. Firstly, the first one, it is Beyicele when he was still the Minister of Police, making empty promises to the family as usual. And then Colonel, before Sifiso dumped him, said, no, I no longer believe in the strategy of AfriForum. And then the last one, it is the late Mr. Sam Mayiwa, where he spoke and addressed all the bad attitude of the police that happened towards the Mayiwa case. And then we'll talk about it. Just watch.
On Senzo Mayiwa,
it has been answered 2 days ago to say 4 prosecutors have been appointed on the matter that are working with the police, looking at the investigation and information, finally put the finality on it. We hope to find the best outcome of it. But police, never before they've worked so closely together with the prosecuting authority on the matter, which means, in simple English, that is progress.
Minister, are you not worried though about...
Arrests are okay, but of course convictions are more important.
You're 100% correct. I've been saying this all along, that to arrest somebody, it's only the start of a process. So there are 2 things here, and that is the Mayiwa family still has some concerns about the investigation and what happened. I mean, it's a case of 6 years. There are lots of rumors. The case developed its own legend. So we'll be dealing with that. We will be looking after their concerns. We'll be a watching brief as far as the investigation, is concerned, and as far as the prosecution is concerned, to represent the family and to ensure that justice is done.
In a show with ikona into ebambayo ngoba I wish his soul rest in peace uMandla Hlatshwayo wakuzobulawa namhlanje kodwa ngakusasa following day baboshwa abantu now flaba very soon babulala they were arrested olokho eArtam airport wagqekezwa wantshontsha imali labantu yabo, but it took about 3 days or 4 days and nobody was killed there, but bakwazi ukubabamba abantu. Kusho ukuthi la kusenzo bagwazela amaphoyisa. Ukhona ubaba othize ogwazela ingane yakhe eyayikhona kule 6 eyayikhona lapha. Abantu balokho babo 6 abalapha. Namanje basekhona labantu about 6 bayihambela ba fringe bayihambela kodwa abikho into abayenzayo abayenzayo ngale. Kusho ukuthi khona ogwazela labantu ababekhona la lithamsenzelo la ukuthi bangakhuluma. Ukhona nomfana wakwasho ngezo washo ukuthi uyafakela imali angazifakelela bamfakela labantu bengazelela vele bamfakela. Ngiyawatshela amaphoyisa ukuthi umfana ofakela imali kule 6 le kodwa amaphoyisa athi ngeke ayithathe iyise ukuthi khona lokho nobaba omuntu wabulala lo mfana unemali uyakwazi ukuthi akwenza ukuthi athenga umuntu usho esitoksini esejele uyakwazi ukuthi amthenge atoke avimbele lengane yakhe ukuthi ingaboshwa. Mina ngiyayizwa lento kakhulu kunobugebengu obenziwayo bazenzela ukuthanda kwakho usenzo yindaba yini engayenza emhlabeni mina ukuthi benze kanjena ngoba
Yeah, there you have it. Remember that Beyicela, when he became the Minister of Police, he said he was going to make this case a priority and make sure that the guys that were behind the shooting of Sezumiwa were arrested. He kept on telling us that the case is making progress. In the video, he's saying the prosecutors are working very well with the police. But we know that is a lie because we know for the fact that Advocate Chauga said there were disagreements between the police, the NPA, and everyone else that was part in the case because they did not agree with the strategy in which the case was moving. So the politicians kept on lying to us for some reasons unknown to us because it's clear that the guys who were handling this case did not know what were they doing. That is a fact. And then the last part of the video, it was Mr. Semeyo before he passed away. May his soul rest in peace. There, Mr. Meyo addressed the fact that some people, when they get shot and deleted, their cases are solved with the rapid speed. Remember that we spoke about the death of Flaba as well as Umandla. Umandla, that used to act in Generations and also, I think, was a DJ for Josie FM. After he was shot and eliminated, it did not take long for his case to be solved because we had good officers there in that case. But now Mr. Semeyo uyakhala la ukuthi why in this case yini ayenzile uthi ubuza umbuzo wathi yini engayenza mina kahle kahle ukuze icala lingane yami lingayi forward. That is very important because after that Mr. Semeyo suffered a stroke, and I simply believe that that stroke was mainly as a result of the case of Meyo being not solved by the police. He was being sent pillar to post and being told lies about the progress of the case, whereas the police knew very well that there was no progress. Mr. Meyo there says he knows, he said he knew that one of the people that was in the house had a father who was very powerful, who was making sure that his son is not prosecuted for the Meyo case. He said that father, he suspects that he was paying bribes to the police. That was what was said in the audio. I'm sure you can listen to it again and you'll hear the same thing. So it is deeply disappointing that the man had to depart before the Meyo case was resolved. Till today, we've got the wrong accused before court, and it has taken about 11 years. Yet, the entire time, it is like 11 wasted years by the NPA. Nothing is going on forward. We know for the fact that the crime scene was contaminated, and the persons or the people that contaminated the crime scenes were not arrested. That was the first step that the police should have done, is to arrest the individuals that contaminated the crime scene. We know by Uli and Metis, or remember EFF, I'm going to play the audio after this one, where she says the crime scene was contaminated because she went to the crime scene after 11 p.m. and it was clean. It was clean and everyone was moving up and down, and that was before the arrival of Sergeant Musia, meaning that the crime scene was totally contaminated even before the forensic people arrived at the crime scene. Or Mangena, they arrived in the morning, whereas the cleanup job was done completely. But listen to Leanne Mathis and we'll talk about it once she has spoken. Just listen.
So yeah, it was on, Lieutenant General, it was just about the particular crime scene on that night. But I think you answered that you went to the hospital. You answered Honorable Sauls. You went to the hospital first, and then you said you went to the crime scene, which is the actual house of the Kamalo family in Phosphorus about 2 p.m. Was it 2 p.m. or around 9 p.m.?
A.m. The early hours.
Oh, sorry,
of
yes,
the
I beg you. So it was 2.
And
It
I think
wasn't 9 p.m.
Yeah, it happened very long time ago, but my reference to 2 a.m. is because when I arrived at the house at the time, it was just after 3. So I just estimated that it could have been, because I did not stay long, not more than 20 minutes at the house, and I proceeded home, which is from Phosphorus to where I was staying next to Alberton. It would have taken me 40 to 45 minutes drive.
So the forensic team, had they collected and finalized collecting all what they needed to at the scene when you arrived?
No, they were
They
still
weren't.
busy.
They were still busy at
Yes.
about 2 a.m. when you arrived.
Yes.
Did you find a bullet in the door?
No,
You didn't, so you weren't involved in that. The reason I'm asking that, when you got there, was the crime scene still secure when you arrived at 2 a.m.?
it was still on. The crime scene was
crime scene
still on.
was
It
still
was still
secure.
cordoned off. Yes.
So if there were two witnesses, well, at least one, who was just an ordinary citizen who knew the family, and they arrived there and no police stopped them. They walked through the door, through the kitchen, turned left and went into the bedroom. No one asked them any questions and the scene was not secure. What would you say to that?
After the cordoning off of the scene, no one can cross the line. So I
what
don't
if
believe.
there were, and what if it was I was one of that, or I was one of those two people who got access? Nobody.
Before the cordoning off of the
During-
scene.
yeah.
It's before the cordoning off of the scene.
The police, there were a lot of police there. And I hate to bring myself and make this matter about me, but this issue of the crime scene being contaminated is very serious. And I went there along with a friend, but that person will have to come forward. And we probably got there at about 11 o'clock, about 11 p.m. After we've been told. Nobody asked us who we were. We literally walked in. We walked through the kitchen. That place was there was not a trace of blood. Nobody stopped us. And we went to go and sit in the room with the baby and the kids. That's what happened.
I was not there.
I'm not saying you
I
weren't, but
don't
I'm
think-
saying when you got there, the scene was secure
Yes.
and nobody was allowed in and out. And I'm saying that I'm one of two people that I know for sure that went there. So that scene was contaminated. So are you satisfied, as you were head of detectives, you were the acting national provincial commissioner at that time, and you said you were satisfied that forensic had done a proper investigation?
With what was presented, I said, when I arrived, I was briefed what was presented. And if I was aware that you were on the scene, I could have requested a statement. If you have.
I
passed through.
didn't know that there was an issue around the scene. So when I arrived there, I would have thought that's why I asked where the forensic had completed. And I would have been shocked if they would have completed it in such a short period of time, given that the place was very clean. There was not even a trace of blood that we saw visibly. So I would have thought that if that was the case, they would have to do some other forensic cleanup to see where the blood was removed or whatever. But I don't have experience in that, but I'm just imagining from what I've watched on crime scenes or crime TV, rather that's what would happen. I'm not saying that is what would happen.
I wonder what you have said to the team to allow you in.
That's my point.
No,
I
it
just
cannot
went
be
in.
correct.
I'm not lying. And they
It's
didn't know
not
who I was.
correct, but because you are mentioning it, I think from time to time, with the challenges, we take the gaps, we go back and we teach our teams, because education happens from time to time. And it was a mistake if you were allowed to be on the crime scene when the scene was cordoned off. Actually, if you were not related, if you did not say you were related to the family, what was coming next was the arrest for contamination of the scene.
Me?
That is what was supposed to happen.
But I didn't force myself on there. I didn't know.
Honorable.
There you have it. See, the acting police commissioner Gauteng at the time says she arrived at the crime scene at about 2 a.m. in the morning. And the crime scene was still active, meaning that the police were still doing their forensic work. But Uli Edmeter says she arrived at 11 p.m. or around the time, and the crime scene was clean. Everyone was moving around the crime scene, and it wasn't cordoned off. So it tells you, Guti, the crime scene was open for anyone to contaminate before 2 a.m. where the MC arrived. So in between that time, it means that the crime scene was just there, not being cordoned off. And you tell us that Senzomiyo was a hero, yet the police treat him in such a manner. If the police had respect for Senzomiyo, they would have made sure that they put that yellow tape around the crime scene so that no one moves in or moves out from that house. We were told that the children were at one of the room in the house. That is also totally wrong, because now the entire house is a crime scene. Those kids were supposed to be moved out of the house and sent somewhere else, maybe at the neighbor's house or at the relatives and so on. But they were kept at the same house where a shooting had occurred. Clearly, that is something very wrong. The police mishandled this crime scene. Which is why Mr. Semi was so upset, saying that my case was not treated very well. What have I done? That was his question. Because the police did not bother to do or to just follow up on basic steps that need to be followed, by the police. It was just a mess from the beginning. So Upeyicele, I think there during his tenure, and I think the police commissioner was Ukhetla Sithole. Their tenure was just a disaster. Nothing good happened under them during the investigation of the Miwa case. They were just giving statements and press conferences and acting as if something good was happening, knowing very well that Luso, and he kept on telling us the same story. It is sad that politicians act this way, and when they speak to the family, they preach all sort of progress which doesn't exist. That is really sad. And then came Advocate Tefu. He exposed Docket 275 after these guys were arrested the night before court. He says these guys were arrested because the police are protecting someone powerful. And he did not mince his word. He said it is the son of Chico Twala, meaning that Longo Twala is the one being protected allegedly. And you heard in that audio by Ulo Ubab Meyiwa, he said, "Khona umfana ovikelwa because ubaba wakhe upowerful." So those two things reconciled. It means that the Ubaba Senzo knew that someone was being protected when he was still alive, and we therefore just came in and just provided more details to show us that this case against these 5 men before court is cooked. And some of you still believe that these men are guilty, despite the fact that the family thinks otherwise. It is sad. It is sad. The case resumes on Monday, which is the 13th of April 2026, and they still don't understand. But law is still gonna ask him the very same questions which do not move the case forward for some reasons unknown to him. He's just dragging the case for long. You cannot tell me that Tanzi was supposed to be in a stand for over a month. What questions is he asking? Because now Baloyi has failed to connect the dots. For instance, to say Tanzi, on the 20th of October 2014, you phoned Mapisa Ontuli at this time, and you phoned Umnube. Such calls do not exist. So Baloyi is not able to connect the dots because the dots do not exist. The entire case is cooked. So by listening to that audio by Uli and Matthews, where she said she arrived at the crime scene at about 11 p.m., it clearly shows that the case is compromised. So now we cannot rely on any evidence that relates to the gun, the house, and everything else there around the house, because people were moving up and down, doing their own stuff. So these guys cannot be convicted based on such evidence. If the NPA was clearly an honest organization and an organization for justice, they would have dropped the charges against the 5 men before court, because it is clear now, Guti, this case was cooked and fabricated, and the crime scene was totally contaminated, and we cannot rely on any evidence that is there before court. Just shambles after shambles.
Lento yenzeka khona lapha endlini. Oyedwa wabo wenza lento khona lapha endlini. Utumela benomthoko ayimfethu. Into engayisho nje yabona utumela indlela ayizwana ngayo noSenzo. Wahleze ethi yena ngamfela uSenzo. But ziningi izinto ezenzeka after uSenzo ashona lapha, because uTuba bamthatha bamyisa enyangeni. I believe ukuthi awala uTuthu nje akuyena uTulo simbonayo. Utumelwa ngempela wayezolikhuluma iqiniso.
Do you think the
esekhuluma ngalabantu manje lokho kwangidida ngiyacabanga ukuthi lento ngathi sizodinga upresident uzofanele ukuthi angenelele ngoba manje i-board yakhe kuthiwa yini i-cabinet yakhe manje umphakathi wase-South Africa uzongayithembi ngoba manje uminister wayekade ethe labantu wayekade hambisana nathi yazi ukuthi ubani wenze lento uyazi naye uyazi lokho angikufihla manje waqhamuka esethi labantu abawu-5 kanjani angazi nominister khona into abamsabisa ngayo mhlawumbe bamsabisa nga-something angazi mhlawumbe khona into abathi bazomenza yona angazi
ekuphatha kanjani?
I'm very strong because I believe in God. I'm a man of God and I don't fear anyone. Khona babe ngitshela ethweni bathi yeke le case yeke vele umfona ngasekho ngithi mina hayi wathatha ukuthi uJesu afi ukuze thina sisindiswe nami ukuthi fanele ngife ukuze lecala livele kunjalo. I believe in God. I have a strong relationship with God. I don't fear any man even ngathiwa uyi-president uyini power ngisabi.
Ucabanga ukuthi laba ocabanga ukuthi yiba bayenzile lento bazoboshwa noma ucabanga ukuthi nje I never yenzakala lento?
Bazoboshwa sizozama ukwenza indlela ukuthi sikwazi ukudila nalamaphoyisa ukuthi so sizama ukuthi angifuna ukukhuluma kakhulu but sizokwenza indlela ukuthi sidile nalabantu ababophe abantu abangekho nokuthi kanjani ukuthi umuntu ewususpect kuleli cala kodwa aqhubeka investigate i-case. Iloko sifuna ukudila nabo ukuthi fanele baphume labantu ngoba oyedwa wabo ususpect wakhipha something ku-docket. I was expecting the court to release these 5 suspects because they are not involved. Not even one of them is involved. The police are just lying. They are making us, I don't want to use a bad word. But why do you say that? Because there's evidence. There's another docket that has evidence. But bayacindezela leyo docket. Bayazi. Mina abangibheki. Bayazi. There's evidence. Even no ministry uyazi le team le, yabo le team le bophela abantu. Ifakwe vele ukuthi izocindezela i-case ayizange ukuthi izosolve le case. Khona i-team ebikade isebenza i-case eyayikhethwe uMinister of Police ubheka icele ngo-2018 or 19. Leyo team eyayisebenza i-case yathi sizobopha kwafakwa laba bafakwa u-National Commissioner uKhehla Sithole bafakwa yena. Wabuza uMinister wathi nina ningene kanjani la? Wathi hayi thina solekelela. Bangena i-docket eyayiphethwe yilaba abacele seyizongena e-court. Le yayinobufakazi bengempela isizobopha. Batshela ukuthi naba sebezobopha bangena bathi hayi sinabantu abazokwenza i-confession. Kwagijinywa kwathiwa kwayiwa ngazi ko-Maritzburg kwathiwa khona umuntu ozokwenza i-confession. Akekho kulapho. Kwathiwa khona umuntu owenza i-confession. Baningi abantu ababethi bazonza ama-confession kodwa abekho kulapho. Uzubona ukuthi amanga lawo, amanga.